G'day, guys, and welcome back to the JFBS Supercoach channel. And today we're going to go through the AFL Finals Week 3 preview and my team changes. Unfortunately, I only scored a 1,000 on it at 1,096 last round, which isn't that great. I'm ranked 25,000 out of 45,000, so I'm doing pretty horrible so far. So all I'm asking for myself right now is just for one good week. And hopefully this will be the week because I am confident that these picks will be half decent. So let's get straight into it. Now, obviously, 6 of my players are gone in contention. So that's Laird, Dawson, Anderson, Witts, Dilthorpe, and Rao. Two more players I'm going to get rid of, McCluggage and Zach Bailey. So I'm just going a complete clean slate. Ruckman, you've only got 4 options. I'm going to go with Lloyd Meek. Reliable, going up against a weaker Ruckman. Well, not necessarily weaker, but, he can definitely get points against him, against Blitzar, Meek. So I think that's everyone's number one ruck. If not, you go for Darcy Cameron, which is fair enough. But who played Brisbane? Golka. I went with Meek and he scored not Meek. I went with Witts and he only scored a 70 against the 2 Brisbane rucks. So maybe that might happen for Darcy. So I'm going to go with Darcy Cameron. Sorry. So that's why I'm going to go with Meek. With defenders, really not much of a variety. You've obviously got Tom Stewart. Harris Andrews would be a decent pick, but I'm going to go with Josh Dacos. Hopefully he can perform really well for Collingwood on Saturday afternoon. I haven't got much reasoning, just they won't tag. There's no taggers for Brisbane, Collingwood, or Hawthorn. So those are some easy picks for Collingwood and Brisbane players because neither of them are going to tag. But yeah, my forwards now, I want to go back to Brian Myers. He had a good end of the season last year. I might have a look. How did he do against? I want to see how he went. Sorry, I'm just going to close some of these tabs. Great. Now my thing's just. Sorry, you're just watching me close a bunch of tabs here. So I'll go to back to the home of AFL. I just want to have a look at was it Brian Myers' games against Hawthorn and just in general. I don't know why I just didn't click it over here, but why not? Myers. So he averaged 94 during the season, and his 5-game and 3-game average were a bit higher. So Hawthorn, it's got a 51. That's not a good sign. Maybe I've got to change it. Maybe I do change that decision. My small forward picks have been horrible. Don't want to go Gunston because I feel like he could get locked up. And Jeremy Cameron, I feel the same. Oh my God. Can I take a punt on Dylan Moore again? I've got who my other forward was. I actually would have to check. Okay, cool. Oh, man. I don't. Okay, we'll go with my other pick. I was going to go with Blake Hardwick. He's played 2 good games in the finals, averaged 101.5. So that's my reason in going to him. Maybe I do pick up DeGoey. Maybe DeGoey. That'd be kind of funny because I hate the prick, but you know, personality aside, I reckon it'll be decent. So I'm going to go with DeGoey just with an out of place idea. Geelong going to have Max Holmes as one of my midfielders. Played really well against Brisbane the first game, so I don't see it changing that much against Hawthorn. So Yeah, I've loved Max Holmes. I had him pretty much all of last year, or this season, sorry, and he's performed really great, very well. Best bloke in the pool, Nick Dacos, definitely going to pick him, and I think everyone else should pick him. Does it say? No, it doesn't say most popular here. And because of the absence of Lockie Neal, going to go with Will Ashcroft, and you'll see the other pick I'm going with the idea. Will Ashcroft, 146 and 102, I think. Yeah, 102 as his other um, score. And obviously last week with no Neal, bumped up the score for him. I unfortunately didn't watch either of the two games last week. Well, I watched maybe three quarters of the Adelaide Hawthorn game, but nothing at all of the Brisbane Gold Coast game. But all I heard was their midfielders in Will Ashcroft and the other midfielder I'm going for, Josh Dunkley, both performed really well. I think Dunkley had like 12 tackles or something, which is really good. But yeah, that's my team. I'm keeping Zorko just based on the fact that Geelong, are they playing Geelong? No, Hawthorn. Sorry. No, Collingwood. Oh my lord. I am tired. Playing against Collingwood, he scored, I think he scored well against Collingwood last time. Let me just have a look. Oh, went back to 462. Yeah, 101 against Collingwood there, and earlier in the year, a 70. But it's at the MCG, so hopefully a wider ground will help him. Not that I think it makes a difference or not, but yeah, now you're seeing me on the fly going with the going instead of Ryan Myers, as well as Hardwick. I feel like I could change it, but I can't use any Brisbane or Collingwood players, so it's either Geelong or Hawthorn I've got to go with. Unfortunately, there's no one here that's really like popping out. Like the obvious pick of Gunston, Hardwick, Cameron, Myers, and Moore, in my opinion, are like clear. But there's just matchups I think that are going to screw each other over. I don't think there's a clear matchup for Geelong to go against Hardwick that I can think of at the top of my head. But like key defenders, like Gunston will get like you think mauled by like Tom Stewart. Well, I mean he's more intercepting, but like Jack Henry and Jeremy Cameron getting like getting taken apart, like against Josh Battle or something like that. Maybe I'll have a look here as well with Jeremy Cameron. God, I cannot type to save my life. Did have an average of 108 in the last 5 games. How did he go against Hawthorn himself? 74. Okay. What about Gunston? Gunston, 76 as well. Who else am I thinking of? Hardwick. I hate how they call him Dimmer as a Richmond supporter. I just don't. Why? Like, don't like it. It's a stupid nickname to give. 62. Wow, this isn't really filling me with great confidence to pick any of these blokes. I'll be honest. And Brian Myers, I've already looked at. What about Dylan Moore? This is my last like chance of like seeing if anyone's like somewhat decent. 36. 36. 36. Okay. Um, not feeling with any confidence here. I think all of them are pretty poor options. So I'm just going to go with my gut. Let's just go with Blake Hardwick. Just because of I'm just basing it off form of finals. And now I've got a full lineup here in front of me here. And with captains and vice captains, captain's triple, vice is doubled. Let's put the VC on Holmes. Holmes or Meek. I'm going to go with Holmes and then a captain. My God. So I'm thinking Dunkley or Ashcroft or Dacos. Maybe. Why not? Let's put on Dacos. Um, Dunkley will take over the worst score, potentially one of these two, or one of these guys here, which isn't too bad. Because last week my worst score was an 80 something, but everyone else had like 80, 90, 100, early 100s, and then my captain was horrible. My vice captain was even worse. So hopefully this goes all right. And then next week, with the grand final, we'll have only two teams. So, but it's 5 and 4, which is going to be interesting, and it might be a bit of a cluster stuff. Anyways, that's my team going into AFL Finals week 3. Hopefully, you enjoyed my analysis. It wasn't highly detailed, but I'll be honest, there's probably not many other people you'd probably want to go for. I'll be honest, like, if we have a look here, Collingwood, Brisbane, Geelong, Hawthorn, like, I think these are going to be the most picked, I'll be honest. Like, 1, 2, 3, the most picked easily. Uh, I mean, I could have gone Zach Bailey. What's his thing? Before I absolutely just put this team to bed. Oh God, where is Zach Bailey? Oh, his last 3 games was an average of 100. Who are they playing? Collingwood. They played. Okay, we are not going 83 and a 29. Yeah, look, I think I'm gonna stick with my I'm gonna stick with my team for now because yeah, I'm going to stick with it just because I think it's a safer team than having a Zach Bailey in there. If he performs and Dylan Moore performs, then they can both go themselves. Just because I have had them the past 2 weeks and they've just stunk it up. All grind wise, if these two stink it up and the others do great, then it's just I might be the most unluckiest guy playing this format. But yeah, anyways, thanks again for watching the whole video. Good luck for this weekend, but hopefully not as good as me, considering that I want a really good score this week. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.